Good morning, guys. It's a cold one. It was pretty warm in the little micro house, but I am in the tiny house. As you can tell, I've been putting walls up and stuff. Of course, the bottom isn't done because I want to put the floor in and all that stuff before. I let the goats out. You can probably hear them on the porch because they love to drive me crazy. I already fed them kind of over other way, so I guess they already got what they wanted. And two of them are still getting more, but yeah, I'm very excited to be working on this again. This is just something that's needed to get done for a long time. It's something that would definitely make my life a little easier, but getting all that stuff out of here was difficult. I mean, I still have the junk everywhere. It's just on the porch, it's in the car, it's in the not your tiny house, it's stuff that's just everywhere. And it's just one of those where it's just, I'm grateful to have the things that I have, but at the same time, I'm like, oh my gosh, I wish I just had nothing. I know that sounds terrible, but it's just the truth. And, I think a lot of you guys definitely did not get my video. It was, I'm still getting comments on it, and everyone just saying certain things. Like, I won't beat a dead horse, but yeah, people just don't understand. And I think that's the thing is, people just truly do not understand, and either that or they're hoarders themselves because they're like, don't get rid of this, don't get rid of that, and it's like, no, it needs to get rid of. If you have this much stuff and it's junk and you're keeping it, you're a hoarder, and you need to evaluate your life. I just say that. But yeah, I am extremely excited for this car sign, tongue and groove and stuff to go up. It really looks awesome. I can't wait to get some cedar that we are going to be milling up and stuff and trim out the windows, all that. I am really excited to do the kitchen. It's a very small kitchen. Again, this is only 10 feet by 16 feet, so it's not very big, but the kitchen will be plenty big enough for me, and it'll have everything I need. But I'm excited about doing live edge countertops. I'm excited about building the cabinets and everything myself. Like, everything in here will be custom made. I don't want to buy anything, and these goats are just ugh. I'm really considering going down to like 3 goats. So yeah, that's gonna be probably very soon. I'm over it. I just at that point where if anything gets on my nerves, I'm over it and I'm getting rid of it. And whether that be a person, an animal, an object, whatever it is, that's where I'm at in my life right now, where it's like, nope, if you are bringing any form of negativity in my life or making me feel a certain way, you are gone. So these goats are gonna be the first thing. So yeah, I won't have to deal with that much longer. But yeah, I don't want to buy anything already pre-made. I want to make it all. And I think there's definitely 2 types of people in this world, and it's either you pay someone to do it or you do it yourself. And I've always been the one that I would rather build than buy. I find no joy in buying something that I could have built. Absolutely no joy whatsoever. But when you build something and you can look back and see it, like, there's so much pride in looking at that. And it doesn't even matter if it's perfect. It's, it can have imperfections and stuff, but the fact that you did it, I'd rather have something with imperfections that I built and I spent my time and I learned a skill out of it. I'd rather have that than a perfectly built piece that I didn't build. Money is nothing to me. I really, truly do not care about money. I am debt free. I don't need money. I don't I don't care about that. So it's not like, oh, I'm gonna buy this tiny house that's already done. It's like, no, I want to build it. I want to do stuff of that nature. And I think there's just so much pride, and I think that's why YouTube channels out there that do really well for building houses and stuff, it's because they are physically building that. And I've had some people ask me before, like, hey, how come this channel that is building their own house is doing way better than this person that's that's buying a house is building it or having someone build it for them, but it's way bigger and better. And it's, the only thing that I could possibly think of is people see that. People see that these, even if it's not perfect, they see that someone's taken the time to do this on their own, and not everyone out there has money, so it's showing people, hey, if this person can do it, I can do it. You're not just showing people that you could build, you're showing people that you can attempt things in life. You could do stuff, and it may not be perfect, but at the end of the day, you can get it done, and you can learn new skills and stuff. And so I think, just in my eyes, build, don't buy. Even if it's just one thing that you do, one thing, it'll teach you so much about yourself that it'll almost encourage you to do it again and again and again. And growing up, I will not say that we were dirt poor, but we did not have a ton of money. My dad was a police officer. My mom was a teacher. We all know those are some of the lowest paying jobs that you can get. Some of the most important jobs in this country, I think, but some of the lowest paying, unfortunately. And so, my parents taught us from a very young age is, you get out there and you work for what you want and stuff, and that's what we did. And when you don't have a whole lot of money, you learn to build stuff. And, if you want it, you build it, you make it happen. And man, there's just so much pride in that. So if you haven't gone out and done anything like that, if it could be something simple, maybe you need an end table and you can build it. Maybe you need a coffee table, you can build it. Maybe instead of buying a doghouse, build a doghouse. Maybe if you do have some skills, try to build a tiny house rather than and then buy a tiny house. There's a lot of things that you could do that that really pumps you up. I don't know any other way. If you've been in my shoes, you're like, yes, Jason, like I totally get it. I totally get it. There's just such this awesome feeling you get when you do it yourself. But if you've never done it and you're like, yeah, I just, why would I waste my time on that? I can just buy it. You'll just never know. You'll never know that awesome feeling of being able to do it yourself and get it done and stuff. And I wish everyone could feel that, because if everyone did, at the end of the day, we'd be so much better off. People would be trying harder at things. People would, want to do it themselves. I don't know. I don't know. I can't describe it. I can't. You just have to do it. And yeah, I don't know. And I just look around in this house and know it's not perfect, but when this is all said and done and all the trim works up and everything, you could probably bring an average person in here and they'd be like, whoa, like this is awesome. Now, I'll know all the flaws and things that are messed up, but they won't. They'll look at it. I mean, I've literally been in million dollar homes, and I can look at them and be like, ooh, man, that drywall is not good. Ooh, this shiplap on here is not good. The tile work is a little off. Like, I can see that just as an average person. Well, I wouldn't say average. I guess I have some building experience behind me. Not the best, but I do have some. And so I can, see stuff like that. But that's even in $1 million homes. So don't think the little imperfections in your house or whatever you're doing, is such a big thing, because people that pay bukus of money are still going to have flaws in their buildings and stuff that was built for them. Trust me, I know. I built furniture, and I built a farm table. I would sell a farm table for $1,000, and it only cost me $100 to make. So I was making $900 profit. I could build the entire table in one day, and then stain clear coat a couple days later, they have the table. I made $900 profit basically in one day, because staining and clear coating ain't nothing. But they would look at these tables and they'd just be like blown away. They're like, wow, I wish I could build something like this. And I'm thinking, oh, well, there's this defect here, but only you know them. So it's kind of like yourself. I guess you could wrap this up into how humans are. You can be at home all day, and before you go out, you try to comb your hair a certain way, or you try to put your makeup on, or you try to, wear clothes, but it's got like a little hole in it or whatever. Like, you're so self-conscious of that. You before you go out, you're like, oh man, someone's gonna, and no one's gonna know. No one's gonna see that. Only you know your flaws. You could pick your flaws apart every day, and only you would know. So don't worry about it too much. You know, you only you really know your flaws. Can you hear them cows going absolutely insane? So, as some of you guys know, if you pay attention enough, that I live near a pasture out on the end of my hill, and it's just nothing but cows for acres and acres and acres. Well, they lock them up, and then that's when they just go nuts. So, all last night they're doing that. All this morning they've been doing that. So, I think they're about to go to sell. So, they probably know that's probably why they're screaming. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get on with my day, keep working on this house. The next video that's coming out, like I said, I helped with the Sawyers, like we talked on Coffee Crockers, and my next video will probably be either this whole build or a generator review. I might put the generator review out first just because it's an easy video, and I'll probably put that out maybe on, what's today, Thursday, maybe Friday, maybe Saturday, I don't know. And then this in here will be coming out right after that. I'm trying to get on a schedule of posting on Monday and going live on Friday. So I wanted to put the review out anyway, so I'm going to try to have that out, and then this video will come out, and it'll be a lot done. I think you guys are going to be pretty excited. I think just the fact that it's clean in here is a huge deal. So yeah, be looking for that video. I'm super excited, getting a lot done, trying to get this pile of wood down, because if I get that done, that's even more room. So it's a lot. And then once I can get it all figured up in here, then I can get my wood burning stove, put that in, and all of that, and oh man, it'd be awesome. So yeah, guys, we'll go ahead and call it and see you on the next one.